Okay, good afternoon, 12:04. I apologize for being a few minutes late. My office was humming busy this morning. April 30th, 2018. I'm going to try and fly through a wall of stuff here today. If you have any charts, if you could get them in as early as possible for me to look at, that would be great. And I'll just kind of rip through this. So quick announcement, we've got 30% sale ends today, and I think if you check back you'll find that we don't have many and that our prices keep going up. Our prices only go up for new members, not existing members. The prices don't go up, but anyway, on the 15th our prices go up. We unlocked all our historical posts last night. Trading bootcamp this weekend, 4th to 6th in the Dominican Republic. Some people are coming early, lots are staying after, because it ain't going to just be a trading boot camp. We're going to have a lot of fun out on the ocean. Machine learning algorithms, we start May 13th. We've got a team of 3. And those are the announcements. I just came out of the boardroom and it's ready. Slick little coffee machine in the background there. That's not, you can't see in the picture. But anyway, we got it set up. I told them no red, only green in the room, and ready to roll. Some things in terms of the markets, this Facebook washout. So you can go to my personal Twitter feed. We were in and adding and trimming at each resistance and having a blast through this. The air is getting really thin up here. I put an alert out to members earlier today. Fantastic. There's a blog piece on it with the setup. Those washout snapbacks are one of my main money makers. Upcoming earnings with highest volatility on this list. Snap is on there. That interests me. HZN and maybe MEAT, maybe PTX. I'm going to take a look at those tonight. If you want to get setups like this Facebook setup, you just click here and fill out a simple form, and we'll start sending you our junk mailers that turn a profit that you'll have to determine on your own, but I'd bet you it's 3 digits a year easy. Earnings after the close today. I've got a few on here I was watching. ARAY. I got that one alarmed to the teeth. And I think there was one more in here. Probably missing it. It might, oh, rig. That's the other one I'm watching. We'll see. Hopefully there's some nice washouts. Free chat room. There's a link there for you. This was the Momo this morning. I didn't take it. It took off too fast and it was gone, and that was it. That was a buyout. Walmart, I'm watching close. This post here, AMBA, is kind of a boring name in terms of search volume and that kind of stuff. But what I did was I put together a big post on it, and this is part 1. At the end of part 1, to get part 2, you have to be on our mailing list because we want to be able to send you all our junk. And that's where the goods are. Part 3 will be to the swing trading members, specific to if the move starts to prove out. But I see 30 to 40% in 3 to 4 months. Possible. Depends, right? Price action, if it goes. You'll have to see the catalysts and the reasons why. This is a repost of a recent one. The Tesla move has been fantastic. It's a repost. There's your password. Get in there and take a look at it. People are starting to talk about $300 oil. Arguably, I think it's worth between $12 and $18, but I could see it going to 300 quite easily, and I've voiced that. Twitter and others look like they're about to come under the microscope here. Cambridge Analytica. Earnings for the week, big week. Apple, BABA, Tesla, Snap, Shop, AKS, CELG. I mean, it's just loaded. Again, I hope there's some decent washouts. Risk disclosure, make sure you read this, okay? Most people have teeth. Fire-breathing dragons. DXY, so this is the dollar. I've been warning about it coming up to that 200 MA on the daily, and it did, and it backed off. Oh, here's the promo for our boot camp. Tells you about the area and the fun that they're going to have. We are going to have, because I'm going to have fun too. Bitcoin, I was giving the shorts a hard time last night while I was day trading it. 100 times leverage on BitMEX. And nobody seemed to take it all in fun. What else have we got up? I think that's it for that. Yeah. Okay, so those are some of the current announcements, etc., etc. Let's take a look at some of the swings we're working with. I'll take you right into the alert feed here. So silver alerted this morning, right when it hit the support, and boom, it's worked great. It's got up into here and got a few targets on it. We'll see if it plays out. But that's been a great day trade so far. That's on the day trading alert feed too. That's silver there. Facebook. So this is just telling everybody to trim in advance of this yellow arrow there, letting them know that the air was getting thin. Tesla, same thing. You'd have to read the post, but we got in the washout here. We got in the washout here. Now it's up at resistance today. This is the first silver alert today. Silver alert biased alongside test on recent historical lows. 16.18.6 nailed the bottom. 1/10 sizing as a test, and of course you scale in as it proves out. JD, this was Friday. I've converted it from a day trade to a swing trade. I'm looking for the 60 MA, no, sorry, the 200 MA on the 60 minute as resistance. If I can get that, I'll trim pretty much right out and see if it gets up over top. It's not acting well today. It's one of, I think, 28 or 29, maybe 30 in the last 5 weeks that I think it's one of 2 that I'm south on. 1 of 1, I can't remember. But I'm not far south on it. Might even be even. The S&P, again, another fantastic trade. We got in on these downs all the way through. Got back in on this down. Hit the mid quad here, and I put out an alert today to trim. So these have been fantastic. This is where I rolled in JD from a day trade to a swing trade. Okay, I think that's about it for that. Now I need to take me to the captain. Tell him why I'm here. Okay, we are going to go over here to Trading View. Well, oil is strong today. I haven't had an oil trade for a few days. Kind of pumped to get one going here. We have a plan. Here, I'll show you how this works. Oil alerts. We have oil alerts, day trade alerts, swing trade alerts, gold alerts, day, swing, oil, gold, oh, and crypto, of course. So this is my trading plan for oil. It's sitting right up in here right now, the first arrow. So this is up there. I'm going to short into the target, long into the apex of the quad, short into the target, and then boom, gone that way. Yeah, I just gave you $1 million idea there. We'll see if it works. Okay, I was going to take you to here. So the dollar. touched the 200 MA, backed off. There's a model you can't see. Another model you can't see that's been fantastic. Volatility has fallen out of its structure. It's complete wreck. It's a mess. So don't be long unless you need to for some reason. Just don't do it. It's a mess right now. It is, though, by the way. It does have this structure on the daily. It's been following the 200 MA. That's the pink line on the bottom. But the MACD has gone dead. It's been left for dead again. Careful, careful. Silver, of course, we have a algorithm model on it. It's done fantastic. This coil compression on the weekly is going to give a pretty serious up or downside. I can't tell you which it is, but there it is. So it's starting to, whoa, you know, and you can draw these lines wherever. It's starting to hemorrhage a bit here. We'll see. I'd like to see a nice big candle like this one here, that big tail, boom, down here and hit it like in just over 15 and get a nice trade into, 16, 18 and a half. 15 to 18 and a half would be nice. There you go, gave you another $1 million. I hate to sound cocky, but you know what, when you get these models locked in, and we have about 300 now, once you get them locked in and you know what's going on, you know the natural trading range, it's really hard for market participants to beat you. Machines can beat you, but it's really hard for market participants to beat you when you got these models, you've got experience, you know how to manage your emotional intelligence, I guess. Technically, that's the term for it. GDX up against the 200 MA came off. You can hardly see it, of course, but that's what happened. Came off, and now it's at the quad wall support. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart here, because I'd like to see it complete again to its mid quad that's been hitting over and over and over and over, and which, by the way, silver's been doing that too. So that's been a fantastic trade, both of them, silver and GDX. Just primo, couldn't be better paint by numbers trading. Oil, can't show you that. Already did, I guess. Gold, this structure, you know, it's right at the bottom of this this model. So hopefully it doesn't fall apart. I'm long just a little bit. Trade bias alert. S&P went right into the target. Okay, then we get into some other plays here. So LITE, I have a bit of a trading plan here on LITE. To me, it's oversold. Earnings are just around the corner, and there's a quad wall support right away. I find that really interesting. I could have done about 10 of these setup articles on the weekend, but you know, there's only so much time in somebody's life. My weekly schedule for trading and reporting and stuff is 92 hours a week. And I do other things too, so, you know, and I'm not young, I'm not a spring chicken. Okay, so here we go. We got support right in 48.25. It's trading 50.50 earnings in 2 days. There's a quad wall right in there. I wouldn't doubt that you're going to see it come right into there. What's that, the fourth? Ooh. Yeah, it might be a little, you know, like more like this and like this. And it's got to make a decision. Either there for 53.95 on June 4th, or there 43 bucks on June 4th. Great setup. And for some reason I don't have this alarmed. Big mistake. Just I gotta remember to check those. It's hard to keep track of it. Anyway, I love this setup. This thing can get serious mojo, like serious. I mean, in terms of ROE, right? excellent vehicle for ROE. Just have to be smart. Well, disciplined. Good traders aren't smart, they're disciplined. Save. Fantastic trade setup. Just beautiful. Make me when I'm old. Or SPY. S&P, can't show you the model. It's doing great. CELG, this is really cool. So this has got symmetry, and you know, maybe I was smoking a little bit too much when I was younger, but I see symmetry here. That's pretty cool. Hopefully I've got this one alarmed. Come on, you can do it. You go into these charts of mine to get rid of, you know, a lot of the noise. Double click on the field, and then there you get, you know, into the chart. Not that this isn't full of noise. Okay, so it's now failed the mid-quad main trading range support. So these diamonds, whenever you see them on my models, the middle is the most serious support and resistance. It's failed it today, minus 6%. Fantastic. So we're in the same situation here. This thing could tank right to the bottom of this quad wall. Boom. Straight up like that. And so you run into the same scenario, right? So you run into, it could go here to the mid, or it could go here to that mid. And I'm banking on that mid at 96-ish, at least. I think it's going to turn. I think this is going to become really oversold too. Probably get down to here. I don't know. But it's a short until 84. 84.10, it's trading 85.53. Why don't I have this one alarmed? There we go. I had it alarmed, I just had it alarmed the wrong direction. I hate when I do that. Come on, Kurt, you can do this. Get that alarm. It's like those fishing games at the, when you go to carnival. Just want to snap out, throw the fishing rod at the guy, steal the teddy bear. Sorry. I got too much sun yesterday. Okay. Oh, the symmetry I didn't explain. Well, it's done exactly what it's doing right now 2 other times in the same zone. And then it bounced back. You know, some retraced. I'm excited about that one too. LITE. Didn't we just talk about that? Yeah. Didn't we talk about LITE? Damn, I'm tired. Man, I didn't sleep this weekend at all. I was working and working. Tonight I sleep. Whatever. They just blur together after a while. You see so many of them. HIIQ. Okay, so this one we've nailed, I think, every time. HIIQ, under pressure, ER in 3 days. I got to tell you, people that are members of our swing trading newsletter service, like they get all these, right? All the breakdowns and stuff, that don't spend an hour or 2 a week just to go into all of this, you know, and they just sit back and wait for the alerts. Very bad idea, because there's so many that I miss, right? Now, I know it looks funky, but here's the bottom line. It's over the 200 MA. It's got good structure. It's sort of dumped. It's probably going to dump into 27-ish. And then I think it's going to take right off into the 35.60. The ROE on this sucker, pardon my language, can be fantastic. And look, when you see these white arrows on my charts, these are your main, like if you're swinging, these are your main support and resistance buy sell. So as you get up into one of them, you're trimming. When it gets up over, add. As you get up into the next one, you're trimming. You know. The charts are noisy, but they have to be, because there are very specific reasons for everything. So this is trading 28.60, so we're just going to alarm this, because I don't think, Yeah, I think I do. I don't know if I have one there. Let's go 29, 20. And then we're going to go to the downside. 27.80. Okay, so I've got it sort of alarmed. It's HIIQ. Love it. All you gotta do is trade it by numbers. Trade by numbers. I'm looking for 35.70 area, August 2018. Bearish is 22. Worst bearish scenario would be 17.50. I don't think it's going there. Love it. But we'll see. Trade price action. AAOI, my nemesis from last year. So this one is filling the boat now, but it sure didn't last year. I knew it would eventually. There's a wonderful chart structure on it. I was just undisciplined about how I traded it. Anyway, this 200 MA, this pink line here, that's the main resistance. So I'm hoping to get up to this quad wall, the pink line, the 200 is going to be in that neighborhood. So I'm looking for around 40 bucks. It might take a while. We'll see. I could be wrong too on it. I've been wrong before on it, but I have a feeling you're going to see some pretty exceptional stuff out of that company. A lot of people are betting against it, of course. Record short interest. FSLR, I don't really like this one yet. I want to see a little higher in structure. AMBA, I put out an alert on this one. Well, I put out a whole story, right? Let's just take a look at the chart quick. If you're not on that free swing trading alert service, you're, well, let the numbers do the talking. Take a look at the calls that have gone out to those people and tell me that it's not valuable. This is interesting. So it's off a percent. Yeah, I could see 44 or 48. Well, I could see even farther. But I'm thinking we're going that way. Mid-50s by end of June. We'll see. When I say stuff like that, it's all, trade price. Trade them up, trade them down, it doesn't matter. This is, these charts are the structure. Let's see how Ethereum did here. This has been a great play for us. I was too busy in chart land last night to take a look. Wow, oil is powerful right now. Unbelievable. Wow, this is a messy chart, isn't it? Where's the trade? 680. So it's up over the 200, under the 100, so it's getting the pinch. It'd be really interesting to see how it resolves. It's got a time cycle completion here in a couple days. Very, very interesting. Anyway, this is the channel it's in. Modest target for June 11th is 828.40. Nice gain if it hits. This is the low side of the channel, the upside of the channel. And I know that in conventional charting there is no channel built yet, but we know from an algorithmic modeling perspective that's the channel. You'll see it prove out. We chart in advance. It's a little different. I love when people say there's no crystal ball. Oh, and this one, AGN. So this time cycle is massive. It's one of the biggest time cycle completions I've charted in a long time. It's massive. This is the Titanic, this thing. This is a weekly chart. Its time cycle is coming due on June 4th. And I would be stunned if you don't see a turn here. And when this baby turns, $220 won't be, well, call it a couple $100. But into the time cycle, it could dump into 127. I mean, this could be a fantastic return. Anyway, I'm going to put out a full report on it to members of the swing trading service. Okay, so those are just some that we're working with. Of course, we've got all of our plays we've had over the last 5 weeks. Alarms on the day today. Facebook, I showed you Facebook. Oil, told you what's going on there. GDX, Tesla, FEYE, CLG, EGN, PSTG alarmed. Man, I hate trading this thing. I've traded it once or twice. Wow, oil's divergent, officially divergent. Wow, that's a powerful move. Interactive chart. Yeah, that's a powerful move. Wow, I wish I could show you the model. I just can't. PSTG. So look at where it's sitting. Like, talk about a threatening place. So if the bulls get a hold of this thing, man, it, like, talk about a rip. Like, you just go 20, what's that? Call it 21 to make it simple. So there's a $6. Yeah. So there's your, your main pivot's going to be in here. So that means, I mean, this could easily hit $27 fast. You heard it here first. 22, call it 21.50. My alarm. And on the downside, we'll call this 1990. It's not an easy one to trade, but man, when you get it, it's good. Okay, PSTG. And that's it for alarms. As far as the movers today, STDY, terrible chart structure. FNGN, please give me a decent chart structure. These will move faster after the first one. It's 1233. Ooh, I gotta make this quick. Sorry guys, I just gotta check my phone here real quick. There's a driver waiting for me. Wi-Fi. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is working. Okay. This is a weekly chart. I'm going to fly through these really quick. Let's go to the daily. So I'm not going to give you much in each. I'm just going to give you basic. Could be traded by an expert. It's not so bad. It's up over 200, but I'm not going to explain how to trade something that complicated right now. PG. Hey Sean, how you doing, brother? PG. I would be lying if I told you I did. Damn, it's been busy. Not that you're not busy. Study templates. Wow. This is attractive. Wow. Wow. don't know the story behind this, but it doesn't really matter. Wow. You know, when people do what Sean just did, it's like, you know, bringing in the kill. It's like you're out hunting and they walk up to you and say, hey, I know exactly where the kill is that you want. Precipitation. It's how you make most of your returns in the markets. Listen to people that know what they're talking about. Shut off the rest. Literally, shut them off. Okay, so that's a daily, right? Obviously way oversold. Nobody has to tell me that. Because I have my head in the mud, I have no idea what's going on here, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I don't listen to CNBC, I don't listen to anything, I don't watch TV, I don't, the charts tell me what I need to know. And I don't care what anybody says or what the story is here, this thing's oversold. It's got historical support, there's obviously a huge pivot in there, there's obviously tons of symmetry in here. Wow, what a great find. Okay, I'm going to chart this one tonight, Sean. I love it. Like, it's top of my list. Love it. It's fantastic. Publish. Washout, snapback, here we come. PG, thanks for bringing that one, Sean. I can't really say much about it other than, so I'll get the model out tonight. I've got a session booked from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. I've got 8 hours booked before the markets, and I'm going to do some serious charting because there's so many plays, but this one is sweet. Sweet. Couldn't be better. Beautiful. Gorgeous. I'm just looking at symmetry. There's going to be so much symmetry in this. The model is going to be clean. It's going to be exact. After you've done 1,000 or 2 of them, you can tell just by looking at the chart. Dumped it at 92. Wow. Yeah, that 200 MA on the daily, eh? Kaboom. This is going to be an epic turn. It's I think it'll be better than the ones we've had the last 5 weeks, like Tesla, Facebook, the S&P. I can't remember the rest of the list, but I've had 6 or 7 snapback, washout snapbacks, and they've been all great, but this one's going to be epic. Or at least, you know, comparable to some of the better ones over the last little while. Thanks for bringing in that, Sean. Appreciate it. You and I will have to touch base here fairly soon. And yeah, if nobody has any other charts, I'm going to boot. My driver was supposed to be here 8 minutes ago, and he hasn't messaged me, so I got to find him. And yeah, I'll be in futures trading tonight while I'm doing my homework. Tomorrow morning should be fun. All week's going to be great for trading. And I think that's it. So let's get at it. Have a great day. Thanks for coming out. Talk to you later.